Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hi, Dave. I didn't hear it talked about much, but it seemed like the Steelers were not throwing the ball towards Denzel Ward much until that last 4 downs, and they didn't have much luck at that. My other observation was it seemed like the Browns' offense stalled when Fannin went out. I don't know if that was a factor or not. Thanks for taking my call. Have a good day. Bye.
As always, appreciate all the voicemails. Jeff, I absolutely think it was a factor in the offense stalling out because that's been their most productive and reliable wide receiver all season long, a rookie tight end in the middle rounds.
Well, I also think it got into the situation where the game was so tight that, I think maybe, if anything, they thought it would be like some of these other games the last couple of weeks, where they came out of the wrong end, where you can just continue to function on offense, understanding that, most likely you weren't going to win. I think they did not want to have Shedeur get in a situation where maybe he physically cost the team the game yesterday. You're working with this guy, and there's been some highs. There's certainly been some lows. You certainly didn't want to get in a position, and you had almost obviously, everybody talks about the first interception, which you obviously, don't put on Sanders. You got hit from behind. The ball bounced all over like a pinball and ended up in obviously Sawyer's hands. The second one to Herbig, I mean, that was another terrible, terrible throw. And honestly, that should have been a pick six. And that could have been the ultimate deciding factor in that game. So I think, for Shedeur, who played well, throwing a wet ball in the wind. I mean, a lot of people, ducks wobbly. Yeah, but those balls were on the money. And, in a situation like that, if you're the guy, you just look, get it near my numbers, get it near my hands. I know it's wet. I know it's windy, but if you can get it near me, I'll do everything I can to have your back. And I think Jerry Jeudy did a really good job yesterday with that. Yeah, Fannin, and look, it certainly hurt. And, for Fannin to go out there, we knew he was a little dinged up. And, I'm assuming the way just, his body, basically spun back to get the ball, get it over the goal line. If that was the, the swan song for the Harold Fannin rookie year, I think that's a more than, acceptable way to go out. But you saw Fannin, who wanted to be out there yesterday. We know he wasn't 100%. We know Carson Schlesinger played probably almost 75% of this game and was nowhere near 100%. And, that's where you get to know the locker room was never lost. No, the unity between these guys was never lost. Granted, this season didn't go the way anybody wanted to. It did not meet the, expectations in terms of the success that anybody wanted it to. But, as far as 4-win teams, that defense is probably one of the better defenses you'll ever find on a team that is going to finish with 4 to 5 wins.